You guys have known me for quite a while. I've done plenty of webinars on here. My name is Jenny Cooper. I've been with the company for 3 years this month, actually. And today we're going to talk about Black Friday and beyond, kind of how to prepare for that, kind of almost plant the seed and make you guys aware, if you're not already, of, hey, it's coming up here very soon, and how you can do things to kind of help soften the financial blow and things like that versus doing it all at once. All right, so this is what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about ordering now. Black Friday is coming very soon. Talking about planning your holiday sales, how to do that with Paladin point of sale tools, and display your sales items and things like that. All right, so jumping on in, ordering now. Black Friday is coming soon, right? So Black Friday is happening in literally 31 days. Okay. So if you stock your store for, let's say, 2 weeks at a time, yet you get your trucks on a weekly basis, right? What you should be doing to kind of help the financial blow, or a suggestion of what you could do, is order a little bit every week. The fact that Black Friday is in 31 days, you most likely know, whether it's from corporate or just your own personal thoughts on the sales, you guys have a pretty good idea of what's going to be going on sale if you guys are choosing to do something like this. If you guys are choosing to not have a Black Friday sale, maybe it would be something to consider. So you want to kind of order a little bit at a time on each weekly truck until Black Friday, because it's really going to help soften the financial blow, because a lot of people really up their stock because of these big sales. Excuse me. Now, how to plan your holiday sales. You want to research and understand your target market. So what do I mean when I say that? So for example, let's say that you're in Alabama, and you know that that weekend is notoriously for being super sunny, and people do a barbecue, for example. Well, you're not going to want to put snow shovels on sale necessarily, because that's not really understanding your market. You maybe want to put some barbecue items on sale, whether it's charcoal or barbecues themselves, or those little hot dog skewers, or things like that, that really kind of show that you understand your target market. And you're going to want to put things on sale that these people are really going to want to buy and actually use, versus buying it just because it's on sale. You don't want to miss the opportunity of a purchase they could just walk on by because it's something they would never use. And that kind of goes along with the next bullet point of choosing sale items that are popular with your customers. It's all about understanding that target market. And if you can run a list of an item sold report, and in Paladin, what that can do is say, okay, well, these items really sell quite a bit. Well, maybe we should put those on sale, a closeout sale, so to speak, or a really high clearance sale for Black Friday, to really kind of emphasize and to get people in your store where they otherwise may not be in a hardware store for Black Friday. And then you want to feature products that will make your store stand out. So what does your store have that other hardware stores or other pharmacies in the area may not have? You want to really try to emphasize those products and then put them on sale, especially if you're one of the only ones that has it. Why not incentivize them to go ahead and come back anyway for a better price? Then they're going to turn around and do the rest of their shopping there anyway, because they're already there for convenience. And at the end of the day, shopping really is all about convenience. People don't want to have to go to 4 or 5 different stores to get everything that they need on their list. All right, getting ready with Paladin point of sale tools. We have a list, and I'm going to demo all of them. We're going to go through them briefly. We have your sales lists, your pricing plans, your signs, and your special orders. And to demo that, so if we are in Paladin, okay, you have your sales list and your pricing plans. How to make one and then how to utilize it. You're under File Setup. Up here on the top, kind of to the right, not quite centered, but almost, you have your sales list. Now, whether this is automatically generated because you're an ACE store or if you create it yourself, you can absolutely create it yourself. So let's say we use this one, for example, a test sale. It's an ID of 1. And then you're going to add these part numbers to it. Okay, you can turn around and put in a part number like this. Let's say it's going to be a sale price of $2. Save. Okay, now, if you notice, it won't legitimately save unless it's an actual part number. Okay, so you need to make sure that there's an actual part number in here. And then what we're going to do, we go over to pricing plan. You want to attach these sales lists to the pricing plans, and that's where you can do that here. Your sales list start range, for example, we had the 1 in there. Start and end of 1 to 1. If you're not wanting the whole store or a whole section to, say, have 10% off or 5% off, whatever your sale ends up being, you can make it very specific items instead of just one general big sale. Most of the time with Black Friday, they're very specific items instead of the whole store being 10% off, or that kind of thing. And then down here, you want to make it a point that you put in a date range. Since I'm very specifically talking about a Black Friday sale, you want to go ahead and check that date range box, and here you're going to change it to November. Black Friday is, well, you can start it on Thursday if you want, if you guys are open. If not, you start it November 25th. And traditionally, it ends on the same day, but some people, again, like to go through the whole weekend. So that's really up to your guys' discretion on how you want to handle that. So let's just say we go through Friday and Saturday. And then you're going to depict whether it's a discount percentage. And then you're going to go ahead and hit save. Okay. So those are sales lists and pricing plans and how they kind of connect. Now, you can put this very specifically on customers' accounts or just blanket in the store, which with a Black Friday sale, it's most likely going to be just blanket in the store, which as long as you set this to start, it'll do it for the items that you ask it to. There's no additional things required. You just scan the item and then it's going to automatically come up. And then I want to talk about special orders. Now we have some webinars on special orders and kind of how to go into them in detail, so I don't want to talk about it too terribly much. But one thing, the reason I wanted to mention it was to make sure if you're ordering items on your standard truck for very specifically for Black Friday sales, you may want to do that separate as a special order. And the reason being, if you have your inventory on pretty tight niche and pretty locked down and things like that, and you use the suggested order, which you should be doing, if you're using all of that on a consistent basis, if you throw those random things in there, it's going to throw off your suggested order a little bit. Whereas if you put it in as a special order, it's not going to. So you really try to want to make that aware. Anytime you order anything for a special event, you really want to put it in as a special order, even if it's an item that you constantly carry. If, let's say, you're ordering 10 more cases than you normally would because of the sale, you want to go ahead and put that in as a special order. That way the suggested order doesn't think that you're overstocked, and then your numbers are getting skewed a little bit. So it's just something to think of. And then signs, of course, is in the Microsoft Access template. As long as you have Microsoft Access, just with the reports, you can hit the signs button, and then you can go ahead and create sales signs and print them out. There's several different templates and several different sizes of signs that you can do to help kind of create the marketing aspect of things. All right, display your sales items to get customers' attention. You want to make sure that they're noticeable, but yet uncluttered. So for example, you want to place your items at the end of the aisles, or as a lot of stores call them, end caps. And then also you want to place items in the center like where customers would walk. But what you want to do, you want to make this nice little enough um, space on both sides that way customers can still walk down. But what they're going to do when they're walking down, looking down other or looking for specific aisles, they're going to see that stuff in the middle. And if they see that there's a big sale going on, it's that impulse buy effect, and they most likely will grab those kinds of things. So just something to kind of keep in mind. Okay, so to learn more as far as what's going on with this kind of stuff, there are several different knowledge-based articles as well as webinars within the help portal to go ahead and help you with this. We have some KB articles on pricing plans and sales lists, special orders, how to create a sales sign, and then we do have several webinars that are available at portal.paladinpos.com/webinars that talk about the special order process. We have a couple of different ones, and then we also have more in-depth stuff that talks about creating sales signs as well as pricing plans and sales lists. This is just kind of a brief overview to plant the seed and get you thinking about it, because before you know it, Black Friday is going to be upon you. And if you're planning on doing a sale, you don't want to be caught in the last minute kind of scrambling to go ahead and get this done. So that's all I have for you today. It's kind of short. It's just more of a, hey, let's prepare for this type thing. Are there any questions? No? Okay, cool. Well, that's all I had for you guys today, and you guys have a good rest of your week.